Jeff,
Yeah.
Rakes,
Yep.
Mahogany,
Ich bin nur komplett mit dir.
and Terrence.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're all here.
Yeah. We're all here.
We're all here, and
We're all
some of
happy to
us
be
are
here.
some of us are happy about it.
I do apologize for coming in, 30 minutes late. I got my times messed up.
You mean the time that we report to start every week? Every single week?
I mean,
Not every week. Not every week. Some days
Well,
we
you-
start at 6:30. Some days we start at 7.
No, usually it's like plus or minus 4 or 5 minutes
Yeah.
when we really start. Now, okay, when we cut the video on to start chatting with each other.
Yeah.
Now, when we actually officially start the actual video, can vary up to 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Like today.
we've been together now for 4.5 hours, and we hadn't even started gaming yet.
Yeah. But we know every detail of Frakes' familial relationships up to date.
Yep.
That was a concept that was.
Hmm?
I was saying that was a concept that was very hard for me to grasp before I started gaming with you guys. I used to ask Toker, I was like, "So what time do you all start?" He would be like, "About 7."
You
Like,
know.
okay. And so, like, if I come, what time should I go? Should I be there? He's like, "Oh, whenever." It's like, no, that doesn't help me. Like, I need an exact time. And now I understand after gaming with you guys that, yeah, about 7. Like, any
Yeah.
there's no more exact that you can be.
It's like herding cats into a sack.
Hmm.
I mean, especially when we used to game in person, because let's say we all showed up at 7, never happened, but let's say we did. We're gonna sit and bullshit for a while till we settle down. We got to get our snacks. We got to talk to Beowulf, the store owner, and see what's up. Just hang out for a minute, and then we start gaming at around 8.
I was usually there early, but you guys pretended to not know where I was when I was just, in fact, in the other room playing Magic for the last 3 hours. But
Yeah, because when you got into the magic room, you vanished. Not because there was a load of people, but because I didn't want to interact with any of the magic people, so I didn't make eye contact with any of those tables to see if you were
Yeah.
over there.
You just blended into the crowd.
I mean, definitely I treated that area like background noise because I don't know y'all. I just don't know you. So I don't look at you because you might talk to me.
Yeah, fucking nerds.
I never, and that's one of the reasons I never joined y'all at the Green Dragon. Hey,
Well, I mean, you weren't
back
invited.
then,
yeah, we had plenty. It's fine.
It's fun.
I was invited a few times actually, and I was like, no. To me, back then, an hour drive was untenable.
Absolutely nothing. No problem at all. No,
Now, yeah.
what's horrible is getting off work at like 3:00 in the afternoon and waiting until about 6 or 7 that night for the game to start, and then people coming up and go, "You know what? We can't play tonight because I'm not feeling good." And I waited 3 to 4 hours sitting there on a Wednesday night after work.
This was a decade ago. Jeff is still mad.
Still mad.
That's the other reason, because I'd heard stories like that, and I'm like, I'm not wasting my gas
Well, I gotta
and
tell
my
you,
time.
the Green Dragon is moving, and like I'm just so mad. Like it goes from an hour drive to an hour
An hour drive?
yeah, to the other side of Charleston, up the other 17.
You just have to choose which way you're going. But yeah, it's the
Oh,
same.
they're going
same
west of
time.
Ashley.
Yeah, they're moving West Ashley.
Mhm.
Oh, so now you'll have that the what is that place? Popeye Church's Chicken gas station. You'd swing by there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the highlight of where they're moving to. Is that now I can stop at a beach
Jacksonboro.
and eat shitty Church's chicken.
I mean, they do okay gizzards, but it's a long wait
If they have them,
if they have them.
No, you're not talking about
That's
the one in Jacksonville, are you?
hilarious.
You're talking about the one that's like close to where you cross the river coming out of Charleston.
No, he's talking about the one
I was talking about the one in Jacksonboro.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's not even halfway there yet. Like,
Plenty of time to eat your fucking chicken.
I can't eat chicken and drive.
It's got a built-in handle.
I'm not gonna order all fucking drunk.
Well, that's where we disagree because I love eating chicken while I drive. Because when you throw the bone out the window, it's not littering. That's part of nature. That crispy fried leg bone just right into somebody's yard. That's helping the environment.
You're feeding the raccoons.
Just returning nature to nature.
Look, I'm tired of them being called trash pandas, so I want to put their food out in the yard so they don't have to go digging through the trash.
Right.
You're just trying to save, trash cans from getting knocked over. I get it.
Is it even roadkill if you threw it out your window?
It's a dead carcass on the road. I would say yes.
No, because roadkill was killed on the road.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty specific.
Yeah, it's in the name.
It's road cadaver.
It's organic waste, and leave it at that.
Oh, travel bones. All right. Anyway. Anything we need to cover before we start?
Terrence just saying, all right, get your banner out of the fucking way, guys.
Well, it's all right. I mean,
no, I got plenty of ideas.
Well, do tell.
Well, I mean, technically, we haven't really started yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, see, you're talking about game stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no, y'all go ahead and complete your banner.
All right. Well, here's my banter. I saw the Barbie movie. It was fun and weird. I liked it. I endorse watching it at your leisure.
You would.
What? It was.
I don't know. I have no opinion on it one way or the other.
I didn't have an opinion on it before I watched it, but I was surprised by how committed to the weird bit it was. I'm like, I applaud it.
I'm jealous. The last time I got invited to a movie that I knew nothing about and went to go see was the first Twilight, and I've never done it again. So,
not true. You and I both went to go see Annihilation without having any idea what it was about.
Yeah, we weren't invited to that movie. I was bored and it was playing, so we went.
It's called Annihilation. How bad could it be?
We invited ourselves to that movie.
That was
called a date.
Yeah, no, me and friends used to date very often.
Yeah, we had a lot of bro dates.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's still my favorite because we didn't pay for that movie. We just
walked in. There was nobody around. There was a line at the concession stand, and we said, "Fuck that."
Yeah. Well, what's the worst that could happen? They'll ask us to leave. They didn't.
Nope.
And I was still mad with how much we paid to see that movie.
Yeah, the worst that could happen is we could go watch Halloween.
But the Halloween direct sequel that's 40 years later.
The one that was right before Evil Dies Tonight.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
It was the first one with Jamie Lee Curtis back in it.
Yeah, all three of those feel pretty superfluous. I'm not gonna like. I know they got a lot of accolades and whatever for being not sucky, but that's a pretty low bar to meet.
The second one sucked. Second one really sucked. The third one was actually fairly entertaining.
The Evil Dies Tonight one?
No, Evil Dies Tonight was the second one. I mean, we had fun laughing at it. That's because it was so bad.
Yeah, it was
real dumb.
The third one was they tried to do something new. It was like the Halloween guy, Michael Myers' soul went into like somebody else. It got really supernatural.
Trying to remember
top tier Halloween movie. Busta Rhymes kicks Michael Myers through a window.
That was Halloween H2O, and that was the last one Jamie Lee Curtis had been in until now. She died at the beginning of that one. But yeah, you're right.
Again.
They had to give Busta Rhymes the lead because he's Busta fucking Rhymes.
He wasn't even the lead. He just got the fist fight and beat the shit out of Michael Myers. And that's
the lead in my book.
Okay, well.
All right.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. Is that when this is going to come out?
I don't know. Maybe.
Fucking, I don't know.
I almost wore my Halloween I Gave Blood shirt. And I was like, it's not going to be Halloween when we wear this. And here we are.
Well, At least nobody told you today you look like Jelly Roll.
Yeah, oof. Oof. That's Kevin may be the nicest person in the world, but he is fucking tone deaf sometimes.
He said Noob looks like Jelly Roll.
Yeah, he said Noob looked like Jelly Roll. And last night, a new guy at work said I look like Jelly Roll. And I was like, I don't know who that is. And he was shocked that I didn't know who Jelly Roll was.
Like,
and I was already on my phone. He's like, are you looking it up? And I was like, I don't know if I want to know that I look like someone called Jelly Roll. So no, I'm not.
I'm already kind of mad.
Even without knowing what kind of garbage music he puts out. That's right. I said he's garbage.
Hey,
Stand by it.
Say that in a small town.
I listened to 2 of his songs today.
Yeah.
Christ.
I listened to a Jelly Roll songs today, and yeah, it is what it is. I've definitely heard worse.
I mean, I don't know. All country kind of sounds the same to me. So
Listen, it's not country. Exactly.
what is it like?
I mean, the first song I clicked on, it had guest vocalist was Tech-Nine, and the second one was Eminem. I thought, he's a country twanged rapper.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And his professional name is Jelly Roll.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like a hobo.
He does look like he knows what hobo symbols are on trains.
Yeah.
He looks like he's got the glyphs down.
He knows which glyph means safe place and dog lives here.
They're all like tattooed on his arm. Don't let him fool. He's not smart.
Oh. I wish I knew hobo sign language.
I wish I knew where the hobos get together to decide this. Where's the International Hobo Lingo Council meeting?
Follow the smell of burning plastic.
It's in train yards. That's where it is. They meet up in train yards with a hole in the fence.
The secret hobo conspiracy to do nefarious hobo things.
Oh, yes.
Just living my hobo life, stabbing folks with my hobo knife.
Oh,
That's Simpsons.
we make fun of the homeless.
No, we
No.
make fun of nomadic homeless.
What?
A lot of these, I know personally several intentionally homeless
Oh, I know. One of them was my cousin.
traveler kids. And that's just, if that's what you want to do.
I met a dude who called himself an urban survivalist. That was his shtick
Yeah.
for being unhoused.
I bet his shtick was also smelling like BO.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was not a clean man. Stealth campers is another one.
Stealth
All of the ones that I know have very well off family, and whenever they get in trouble, so like for them it's not a, they don't need any of that, and they know that.
Well, my
And it's
cousin
weird.
could be taken in by family if he get off the damn meth. Everybody's already kicked him out. He just won't get off. He just refuses. He just loves that meth life too much.
Shame.
I mean, it's got to be good for the things you're going to give up, right?
No.
It's like,
To be
look,
fair,
this will make you crazy, and you lose your teeth. You're like, yeah, but it's good.
I've heard it's
He's
life
lost
changing.
almost nothing. Like he's been living out in this yard since he was like 8.
That's probably why he's on meth, because he was living in the yard since he was 8.
Yeah.
He's just one of those kids that just never came in the house. They exist.
Moment of silence for the meth yard.
I do feel a little bad that it sounds like we're making fun of the homeless. We are not making fun of the homeless.
I'm making fun of my cousin Philip specifically.
It's an epidemic in this country. Due to
I'm making fun
capitalism.
of the
intentional
rich kids that travel.
Oh, They
For
call
free.
themselves backpackers, but
I was
Van
making fun of
lifers.
Jelly Roll.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. He looks like somebody who knows hobo language. That's
That's a quality joke.
you can't wash your hands. You laughed at this.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. I still think it's funny. Support us on Patreon.
Don't let us be hobos.
Yeah, so that we're not
Yeah.
amongst the hobos.
Yeah.
They're gonna have it out for us. If we're out there next week, we're gonna get stabbed. They listen to the show.
Yeah.
It's free.
Eventually.
All right. At any rate.
Like,
Yeah, what?
nothing.
All right.
I don't know. I felt like that was something.
No, it's fine.
Let me close my door home.
It's never fine when a woman says fine, in my experience.
It's literally fine. Has nothing to do with anything.
But a little to do with everything.
Yeah, no.
No. Well, we got to be putting on our A game now with the writer's strike. People are going to be flooding to us for entertainment. Oh, no more Hollywood movies. Let's check out Homebrew Detritus, Raiders of the Lark.
They're going to be flooding to us like the fucking, what is Lake Mead is flooding right now.
Is it really?
No, it's not. It's the opposite of flooding. It's drying up.
Oh.
They're finding the remnants of dead gangsters from the 50s.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Nevada, Lake Mead. It's the
I've
lowest-
seen that. Yeah.
It's the lowest it's ever been, and they're just finding a whole lot of concrete shoes.
I didn't see that part.
Oh, that's funny.
A lot of Joe Pesci's out here.
Yes, I
People
was
Joe
talking.
Pesci would play in movies.
Oh my God, Joe Pesci. Where have you gone, Joe Pesci? We need you back.
I think he's just
Chilling.
I think he's just wandering around restaurants being mean to waiters. That's all I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he's a real asshole in real life.
Well,
That's what I want from my Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
I don't want a nice Joe Pesci.
Yeah, if you meet a Joe Pesci in the wild, you don't want him to go, "Oh, hey, it's wonderful to have fans." You want to be fuck off.
It's not Joe Pesci. It's the other short famous guy. Always Sunny.
Danny DeVito.
Danny
Danny
DeVito.
DeVito. You want a Danny DeVito in person. You don't want a Joe Pesci in person.
No.
A wild Danny DeVito might like adopt you and come live in your house like a cat.
Just an 80-year-old short guy up on your couch. Again, he's up there. He's pretty old, right?
Yeah, he's still on that Always Sunny. Yes, they're still making Always Sunny.
Well, it's good to have a steady gig, I guess. Well, they're not making it now, I suppose.
Well, I mean, the new season's still airing, so it's yeah.
78. He'll be 80 in 2 years. Wow.
That's the thing with the writer's strike is that a lot of people aren't going to realize how terrible this is for several months because a lot of shit was already in the pipeline. But come Christmas time, they're going to be like, "How come
You're
nothing?"
watching a very reality show TV star special.
They'll be trying to put out AI created movies.
Yeah, basically everything like whenever they have these strikes becomes reality shows and game shows.
But now, like the actors are striking too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know.
The writers, the production teams, the animators are striking.
Yeah,
live performances don't count. Like I guess I don't know. There's like a very specific thing that SAG
because it's the Screen Actors Guild. If
Yeah.
you're live, you're not on screen, you're on stage.
I thought Broadway was striking too, though.
Oh, I don't know. Be fun
Well,
if
as
it was.
long as I get season 3 of Is It Cake, I don't give a fuck. You know, like That's peak entertainment.
Mikey
was
Day's got to be in one of those guilds.
Well, just want you guys to know that tonight's episode of Raiders of the Lark 2.0 is going to be preempted. It just is.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either. Was that you grabbing the reins, or was that you saying you were done?
Yes, the Trans System Holloway Council of the Musical Arts Awards Gala warm-up show is about to begin. We're going to conduct celebrity interviews, get all the latest hot gossip, and of course, keep you up to date on who's doing who. Tonight on Raiders of the Lark 2.0.
Sorry, I didn't get your bit.
The pause was too long.
Yeah, that pregnant pause. I was like, "Is this a bit? Is he? What does preempted mean?"
Yeah, that
I
pause with the full
remember my
$9.
name.
I
I can leave.
No, I was just.
If you're just satisfied with the way the game is going, I can leave.
No, I had it with the game. It was just harking on the pause. Just the pause was too long.
I'll put my paws through the screen and strangle you if you don't shut up.
So yeah, we're on the
Jeff, you had ideas.
QE2.
Actually, all my ideas are gone.
You've lost them already.
Well, I didn't know that it was going to happen tonight, the actual performance.
It
I
isn't.
thought that we were going to have.
I
like-
said pre-show.
Yeah, I heard that part.
Yeah.
Tonight. That
Yeah,
was
that's
not the impression I got a couple weeks ago, that we were going to be traveling around the various planets while this was like in thing. We were going to have some time to go to other places.
We are. The pre-show is not the awards banquet.
Like, I don't know if you keep up with entertainment news, but most
No,
of
I
these,
do not.
Okay. Most of these big events like this, these big award events, usually get like 2 to 3 days of fucking TV about them. That's where you guys are. 2 to 3 days of TV about them.
Yeah, just journalists being recorded in front of an empty staircase, being like, "In 3 days, people will walk up this staircase to have their photos taken." Isn't that exciting?
It's like you've seen this sort of thing before. Yes.
Yeah.
I can tell Jeff never watched. He never even paused on the E channel when he was channel surfing.
Not once. Never seen the Oscars pre-show. Never looked at a issue of People.
I don't
What?
blame you.
Who is that? What is that?
I know you're allergic to people, but there's a whole magazine.
Jeff, you are people,
Yeah, like don't.
as far as we know.
Yeah, I'm still convinced that Jeff is a shaved Sasquatch.
I mean, your name is like Jeff Midjourney Kreider.
You know, there was Dragon magazine, so why did I need a magazine called People?
God, I wish I'd learned about Dragon magazine before I learned about People magazine.
I mean,
Dragons
they
are
weren't
so
even
much
publishing
cooler.
for a long time there. Like, no, it had a pretty continuous publishing record once it was started. It just switched hands. Never mind. I'm giving you the history of fucking Dragon magazine. We all know what Dragon happened to Dragon magazine. We all know where that went.
The internet?
No, it went here. It went to Starfinder. Paizo is the company that was created to publish Dungeon and Dragon magazine. And when they switched to 4th edition and took the license away from them, they just said, well, we got all these artists and writers. We might as well do something. So they made Pathfinder, and then so on and so on and so on. Starfinder.
And thank God for that.
Yeah, I for one didn't know that. So
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's what happened,
News.
basically.
Yeah, I
Pathfinder and
never
Starfinder are
knew that.
totally results of like hubris on behalf of Wizards of the Coast.
Well, wizards are known for their hubris.
It's true. It's the perfect name for them.
But yes, so here we are on this boat.
So I'm gonna spit out my idea, and then y'all can shoot it down as much as y'all want.
I hate it.
Let me build the scene for you. You guys are in Alexander Nevermind's luxury suite.
Perfect.
You're settling in, and then suddenly, your compatriot
Essex.
Essex, aka, let me see, where's my notes? Who are you? Who are you on this?
Was I Alexis or Lex? Alex, Alexa?
No, you were Andre, the video.
Andre.
Oh, your pseudonym, yes. Oh, right. I should.
Single name Andre, videographer to the stars.
I forgot we adopted personas.
Yes, I'm Zazie Beats,
Yep.
the internet dancing sensation.
Yep. Toker is Mott Sirius, singer songwriter. Also, guy who needed a publicist but now doesn't have one because someone changed Horses Midstream into Furling Gride Celebrity Corpse.
I mean, Furling Bride Celebrity Corpse is just priceless. Because he's definitely not undead.
All right, but go on, Andre. Tell us.
Okay. So picture Oceans 2020,032.
I'm sorry, was that a number?
No, not really. Just me spitting out a bunch of crap. It's definitely not Ocean's 11.
Generic name.
Picture a fish pond 42.
Yeah.
It's the Rick and Morty heist episode.
So,
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Fishing hole 4.
so here's my mind idea for this plan. And what I'm thinking is I don't want to be caught in the middle and get shot at on the middle stage where my face is flashed across 2,000 screens across the whole data sphere. So my idea here is we contact who's our main contact for this that we're doing this for?
Lexus. The halves. No.
Oh, you're talking about Cherry Moon.
Well, the singer-songwriter.
Oh, that's Alexander Nevermind.
Alexander Nevermind. So my thought is, if you've ever watched an award ceremony, which I've never have, of course, where they actually present awards, usually they have a screen or something up behind them. So like you can see like maybe a screen that's showing like some music video or something that they've done.
Hypnotoad.
Something along that, yeah. So my idea is a couple things here. We get in touch with Alexander Nevermind, have him prepare either a speech beforehand or have him have the ability to where he can call in during the actual thing. So what I was thinking about is get a comm unit, splice it into the video screen that's going to be behind the presenter, and then he can call into this thing when the presentation for that award is, and then he can go, "You've been served."
For Chocolate Joey.
Yes, or whoever.
Joey Coco is your target.
Yeah, that guy. So and then what we can do is the award, we can change out the award, create a fake one or something like that, where we can actually plant the actual document, electronic, like a USB drive, in the base of the award. So then when he's presenting the award, Alexander Nevermind will pop up on the screen behind him, and he will go, "Joey, you've been served." And then, of course, while in the background behind Alexander Nevermind is the screen, is the words for him being served, the legal document itself.
Yes, I like this idea.
All right.
But Zazie Beats was the one that wanted to say you've been served.
I really did. I wanted to do the dance.
Do the dance.
She wants to dance in his face.
You can still go up there and dance.
Well, yeah, I want to dance in his face, like you said.
Wants to square up with dance moves.
Uh-oh. This could be a dance battle. You don't know.
Ooh, can we break dance fight?
It's already been brought in.
Exactly.
But that's all I had. That's what I was presenting. and
All right, that
y'all can do
would.
whatever y'all want to do.
That would give us a chance to maybe assassinate Kreider.
Well, that's part 2.0, because I figured that Kreider might actually be in knowing the devious mind of a certain Terrence there, might have Kreider as the presenter for the award ceremony, since they usually have some politician or somebody that's not in the actual business do those presentations. So if we took Kreider out, and let's first of all find out if he's going to be presenting, and we can figure out if he's going to be presenting for that. But if we take him out, then they might be looking for a replacement, and who would be a better replacement than a certain person that's supposed to no longer exist, that's like here in the same suite with us.
Sounds to me that someone needs to get to hacking the itinerary of the award show. It will probably be very difficult. I am sure there is a lot of security measures in place for the hacking.
Well, it's not hacking. It would be stealth going. It would take someone with some good, really stealth ability or invisibility to go in there and basically get with the actual monitor scenario would be, and then hack into it, or not hack into it, do the technical hack, and then basically merge the phone to that and basically put it in play with it. So that basically all you have to do is cut that on.
Well, that can easily be doable, but we also need to determine the itinerary of the award show to see if Kreider is giving the award, where he is seated, where his table is, perhaps. Because if he is not giving the award, then perhaps we have two people with sniper rifles who could, fire at him from the balconies.
Well, I would prefer not to attack him while he's on the ship. I'd prefer to attack him while he's off the ship, because wasn't this ship supposed to be stopping at various planets for off?
It's going to one basically paradise planet for honestly, it's mostly for celebrity photo shoots, but there are regular passengers on the vessel who are expecting their normal stops on a vacation planet.
Is there any way to get the loose itinerary of who's going to be presenting what?
You're probably gonna have to either get in good with the production staff, or do some sneaking into the production staff's area, like the areas they're preparing for the show.
Would they not have it on the database?
They are keeping it secret, says a voice from near your legs. Yeah,
probably on a closed circuit backup hard drive or something at the very.
Yeah, it's all hush hush. They like to surprise people, special guests. There's some people came in limos under hoods.
Is this
There's
Marcus?
a lot of speculation.
Is this Marcus talking?
Yes.
So for the use of a paradox and 450 gold, I can create invisibility spell gems.
I can do invisibility.
I'm just putting that out there for people.
It would be still handy to have.
Yeah, I have prepared on my spell list the ability to see invisibility, but I can go, oh, look at what I accidentally bought with my precog ability, and go, here's a spell gem I picked up 4 weeks ago that I forgot about.
Well, do y'all have any problem with at least part of my plan? Because if we're going to do the part of my plan, then we need to kind of get Alexander in the loop so he can actually be ready to call, and then we have to see some way of planting the actual info on my ideas on the award itself. So when the award is handed to him, it will then be when it says you've been served, because then he will
screen will pop up and download it directly into his comm unit, his data pad.
I don't know if it will directly download it, but it'd be better if it was just like he actually was handed the device. So like if you had the device
during your briefing, the Cherry Moon told you that the technology itself that delivers, when you deliver like the actual official documents, is key to recognize him genetically on a touch. So basically you need to get him to take the papers, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So
do that
basically,
to the
yes, you could
award.
plant it. You could plant it on the award, and which would be a high potential for him to, to get tagged that way.
I like this actually.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about the DNA tracking.
Biometric. There you go.
Biometric
Biometric DNA tracking.
If we can get him to, when he is receiving the award, as soon as the information is downloaded, Alexander Nevermind comes up and is like, "Hey, Chocolate Joey, here is the deal. Here is your papers. Zazie, take it over." And then she can dance in his face and say, "You've been served." This is good television too.
I mean, but
Oh, go ahead.
so where does the taking out Kreider come in?
That
Before
is a
that?
different and personal matter to you guys.
Planet side.
I mean, I'm happy to do it. I just want to know, like, how, like, what, just clarification on what the idea was for him to be the presenter, and then
If
we,
possible.
like, stealth take him out. Because if that's the case, then I will forgo the dancing this time.
It depends. If we can get a hold of the itinerary to discover whether or not he is, in fact, doing the presenting, or we can pull some strings to make him the presenter.
As we're sitting around discussing this, I'm going to look at Weep and say, I'm glad you think you're in a position where the dancing will come up again recently, where you can just bypass it this first time.
Oh, this will happen again. There's an opportunity for
the
battle
confidence
dancing.
that there will be another dance-off murder possibility in the near future tickles the shit out of me.
I mean, whenever there's a murder, you can do it with pizzazz.
Like if the other guy's dead, you automatically win the dance off. That's just the rule.
So yeah, okay. What plans do we need to put in place then? We need to get our hands on the award. We need to get in touch with Alexander Nevermind. We need to discover what is happening.
He's asleep. You hear across your headsets.
Who's
What?
this?
He's asleep. It's Cherry.
Ah. Yes, well,
Remember, I told you we're in constant contact. If you
we're simply making plans right now. We don't mean right this instant.
No, I've been taking notes. I like where you're going with this. It sounds a lot safer.
Than just shooting up the
and
place.
it puts Alexander back into the limelight again.
Yeah, that is something that we are definitely concerned with. Hence the big production of being served while receiving a reward for your crookedness.
And I was kind of figuring that if Alexander comes up on the screen while he does so, you can have like behind him the words of the document kind of scrolling up, and that way it's also seen by the audience, and news people are going to look at that and start like, oh, wait a second. Well, we brought our specialist on to read this actual document that's been going on, and this is what we found out.
Slow the footage down
Sneaky.
frame by frame so that they can read all the lines of the scrolling document. Yeah.
All right. We'll put something together. Are any of you equipped to augment the holo module for the paperwork, or do we need to send it to a specialty shop there on the ship?
Is that more of a computer's technical thing, or is it going to be more of a hard?
It's going to be you adding a module. So hardware, I'd say hardware.
So engineering,
Engineering, yeah.
I've got a 12 to that.
That's kind of my thing.
It shouldn't be too difficult.
And
We just don't want the expense of sending a message through the drift
Mhm.
twice.
Right, and that was something else I was thinking about, because having
I know
it already
Alexander
kind of
likes to
built-
pretend like money isn't real, but
Well, that also by having it built in the message, that would make sure it would bypass any kind of, like, say if there was any kind of security that was like blocking cell phones or something,
Mhm.
you'd have it just run, at like as someone presses a button or something along that line. I mean, my idea has plenty of room for improvement. This was just a very loose guideline I was kind of thinking of.
All right. Well, my shift is about over. I will forward my notes to my assistant. If you need anyone like back at base, Robbie will be listening.
Who is your assistant? Orange
Robbie.
Sun?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Robbie. Okay. You said Cherry Moon was your name. I thought maybe Orange Sun.
Fanta.
I see. Okay.
I see. Yeah, sure.
Banana Star.
No. I recognize that it was a joke.
Haha, you are funny. Haha.
I didn't go that far.
Your engineering is higher than mine.
Just about
yes?
one. Yeah.
But you have those invisibility crystals that you can.
No, I can make invisibility crystals.
That's what I mean. You have the ability to have an invisibility crystal, which is different than my predator cloaking field.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So I do have enough. I've got enough money to where I don't. If it's just me, I can just make it if I need to at the time.
Word.
I forgot that we got some money because I could go, ooh, this is in my pocket, but it's going to cost a paradox of 450 gold for me to make a second level spell gem to do it.
Gotcha.
But my, I mean, I'm fairly stealthy, the plus 13. And then yeah, I can do the engineers, but having somebody who's almost as good as me for backup would be nice.
I can go with you if necessary. I can also help disguise you so that you don't look like Mock Sirius.
Also, if he needs a distraction for some
Sirius
reason,
is the disguise.
Yeah.
Right, but if he does, or you could just be yourself if you don't want. Oh, we found Mock Sirius poking around back here for some reason. No, it's just an invisible reptile man.
That's the name of Mock Sirius's second solo album.
Invisible reptile man.
Invisible Reptile Man. I mean, these people that are doing this thing, they're going to be like a red carpet type of event.
Several. The cat, who has heretofore been calling himself, let's see what I go with. Yeah, Swiggy Scat, he insists. There's going to be several red carpet events, and since we got to the room, he brings up he presses a button on his new collar, and you see a holographic HUD appear in front of you, and he begins pointing stuff. We've been invited to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parties, 2 interviews. Oh my gosh, and a captain's table invite.
Ooh,
man, never mind. When name pulls a lot of weight, we're not even him.
I guess what I was saying is that we could also do like a backup plan for this. Like, they wanted to be televised, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him getting. So there's got to be a journalist, somebody here who would be down to like be on this with us.
Well, to get that going, you're gonna have to hit the crowds, start asking around, start schmoozing, start making connections.
Ooh. How about while you guys do that, I shed my Furlan Gride disguise and I disguise myself as a porter or some sort of staff member, and I see if I can't get my hands on the inventory itinerary.
I got something else also I could throw out there. There is the ability to actually I should be able to craft a certain augmentation. And I mentioned it in chat the other day that would allow a certain drow to disguise itself. The augmentation is, let me see real quick. It's a morphic skin. Basic, it's only 370 credits, and it's basically a tech level 1, so I can craft it completely. And what I was imagining is 370. So we should be able to have the money to do that. And the thing about that is you'd be able to look like any other elf. So you can change your height and different things, but I mean, you still would be male. You could change like a little bit of, it's like you can change your appearance and voice within the normal bounds of your species, age, weight, and sex. So, I mean, you look like an elf of basically your age, and then you can change, your weight a little bit, but you can alter your height by up to 3 inches, become broader or thinner, lighter or darker, alter your apparent muscularity. So, I mean, that'd be something very good for you to do. And it's only, you do it out of a 10-minute rest and change.
Yeah, I remember reading about that, and we talked about it a little bit. So I could go from a drow elf to a regular elf?
Yeah.
Are they the same species?
They're elf.
Yeah, I'd say they're close enough. Humanoid elf.
Yeah, so I could be an elf staff member to try and get my hands on the itinerary.
Biggest thing is you just wouldn't be a drow elf.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that.
And that would
Fine
take
with completely changing everything about myself.
That would take me about 4 hours to do. And basically what I'll do is I'll create a nanite injection, and that will just basically I'll inject it into you, and it will change your skin and allow you to do your morph.
Every time I take a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
Sure. If we've got the ability to do that here, let's do that. I'll give you the money.
There's an extensive and high-end shopping area, a bit like Charleston place, but much more bigger and exclusive, kind of
more sci-fi,
more ritzy.
Well, I was also trying to make sure there wouldn't be any record of this transaction.
You can buy the parts separately.
Well, okay, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I also have we've already got a stash of UPVs.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
okay.
We could make it out of the UPVs.
That's true.
Yeah.
You do that. So, okay, you guys arrived most of the first night parties are already going by the time you guys are settling in and making your plans. You've talked it over with everything. If you intended to do any of the first night stuff, you can go down there and do it. If not, if you want to get a good rest and work on your equipment that you feel like you need or whatever, then you can do that. It's up to you.
I feel like my fans need me.
Right.
So
I'm gonna work on making the disguise.
Yeah, how much was it, Jeff? We'll just go ahead and take it out of the party fund UPV.
The 370.
Okay.
Should I make an appearance as Further Gride? Show my face around.
Probably should.
Oh wow, yeah, that would be amazing. You hear Marcus pipe up. That hit from the premiere that got all the Princess sites going crazy.
So here's a question, Marcus. Since you're so familiar with all this, if I hooked you up with a camera and a microphone, would you mind going with them? And I think you would enjoy that, wouldn't you?
Would I?
Ooh,
our little personal paparazzi.
Guerrilla interviewist, Scat Cat. What's your name again?
It's Swiggy Scat.
Swiggy Scat.
Yes, Squeaky Scat goes on a guerrilla interview rampage.
I'm a DJ. I'm the master of the scratch. Come on, people. Didn't you read the bios I made for everybody?
No. Sorry. But okay, so you are an underground DJ, yes?
Definitely. Below knee level.
So you are trying to, you're doing this guerrilla interview style with Celebrity Court, Ferlin Gride.
I like where you're going with this, man.
Let's go hit up some
hook you up.
parties.
This is gonna be great, and I know the perfect place for it.
I hook up the microphone and the camera to your collar using clamps, so you should be able to and just cut everything on so it starts recording.
And you can just ride on my shoulder.
Cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to look like uppity or nothing. Geez, how do you go down there like that? Can somebody put like a ascot or something?
Ah, yes, I've got you. I know exactly how to tie an ascot. There was one time I had to infiltrate the noble's household in order to.
Oh, here we go again with this ascot story.
I haven't heard it. The cat has heard it several times, by the way. You know that for sure.
Yeah, I've told him 3 times myself.
The place Marcus suggests is the first night beach bash. In the Arboretum, which also basically the Arboretum is basically a massive domed jungle that has its own built-in beach area, where they have, looks like, according to him, cordoned off a part of it for like the celebrity guests and media, for just a big mixer for the most part. And of course, if anyone willing to do interviews, and there are a lot of people willing to do interviews.
Are you, Marcus, are you ready? I'm sorry, Squeaky Scat. I'll get it right. I will.
Right. I should have gone with Scratch Master Swig. Never mind. All right, whatever.
Squeaky Scat.
What's it again? Squiggy?
Squeaky Scat. The what? The Scratch Master?
Yeah, Scratch Master, Squeaky Scat. God damn it.
Squeaky Scat.
My problem when I make NPC names is I always end up writing tongue twisters for my fucking self.
You had something else. It was Squeaky Scat, the musical cat?
Yeah, Audio Cat.
Audio Cat. Squeaky Scat, the Audio Cat. Okay, so Squeaky Scat, are you ready to go annoy celebrities with obnoxious questions?
Oh, absolutely, Furlinggride.
Well, I'll straighten up my. What was I wearing again? Some sort of endangered species leather suit.
Oh my!
By the way, the armors you guys got from Alexander Nevermind, they're all modular. They all basically come, but it's like form fitting. It's top grade. It's all extremely modular and basically comes with a lot of high end fashion accoutrement. So basically, you guys can use the same armor for every night, but have it look like a different outfit.
Oh, neat.
Oh, that was the therm skin. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nifty.
Yeah, I'll make it look like it's some kind of very endangered alien species skin, even though it's not its foe. But we're going for that annoying, like, guerrilla interview guy.
Got it.
The guy who walks down the street and is like, "What are you listening to?" You know, the TikTok.
Oh God.
I mean, Zazzy's pretty much got the same vibe going, except for she's streaming herself the whole time.
She's
just one arm up in the air.
Did you create a streaming account just for this particular mission? Is that like
No, she's had this streaming account. You guys don't realize she spends a lot of time alone in her room. That's what she's doing in there. She's in there.
Oh, this is your chance to actually like make it. This is
this is yeah.
So now you're actually just gonna go obstruct traffic while dancing like a real TikToker.
Basically, I mean, I'm just out there like, somebody else is getting interviewed and I'm gonna moonwalk in behind them.
With your own personal like little belt clip beatbox. Boombox. Beatbox.
No. But definitely very 1990s Earth style.
Okay, lots of bright colors. Yes.
Yeah.
Neon. All neon.
You look like a tropical fish in rollerblades.
made out of plants.
It's pretty neat.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
fuck it. Let's go do this. This sounds
all right,
fun.
who
Let's
else
go.
going downstairs to party and make contacts and whatnot?
I'm staying up and working on the skin,
All right.
but I'm
Okay.
able to actually follow along because I have my computer hooked up, so I can remote control the microphone and the camera.
And you could always tune into my live stream while you're out there.
I'm sure you've talked him into pulling that up so that you at least have some views.
That's Zazzy Beats 3Zs.
Jazzy Beats 3Zs. You see Marcus furiously like hitting several forums and like posting links like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this chick's on the award show.
Oh, do we want to?
Yeah, 3Zs, no S's.
Do we want to create an account for Squeaky Scat so that you can live stream your interviews?
Bro, I had an account for years.
Well, all right then. Let's do this.
I could have sworn I've given you my SoundCloud. Never mind.
Remember, 8 months of no memory.
Right.
The entire time that we've known you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. 8 months, really? Huh. All right.
And we haven't even known each other a year. Isn't that crazy, everyone?
That is pretty crazy.
I'm going with the fact that I'm so indie, nobody's heard of me, but my crowd doesn't like to admit that they haven't heard of me, so they just pretend like they know all my stuff.
All right, you're going with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
The opposite of Primus sucks.
yeah. I don't actually have any music, but I talk to people like I do.
Yeah.
And those people don't want to seem like they're not in the know, so they just go, "Oh
they
yeah,
just
I loved
lie.
it. I loved it when you were at that show on it was like 15 years ago. You opened up for so and so." And I'm like, "Yeah, you were, bro. You're like an old school fan. You were there."
Oh, bro, I have your teacher.
I'm relying pretty heavily on my bluff here if they want to ask me about my musical history and career.
All right. Okay. So, as you guys are heading out, I need you in particular, Toker, to give me a perception check.
Oh. I'm good at perception. I'm all right at perception. 22. All right.
All right. As you guys are filing out and heading downstairs out of the suite, you can catch something out of the corner of your eyes back in the suite right before the door closes. You swear you see someone in the suite further back than Essex. Looks like they're trying to hide.
Oh, guys, hold up. I forgot my vape.
Okay.
Before I open the door, I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
All right.
And walk in the room.
All right, you cast See Invisibility and walk in the room. You do not see anyone immediately, and as you make a search check or perception, what is it? A search?
Perception still.
Perception.
Okay, make another perception to have a quick look around.
I am going to use my paradox, one of my paradoxes for the day, and give myself a 28.
All right. You look around and you find something odd. It doesn't take you long to find. Basically, on the other side of the bed in the main area of the suite, you look down and you see a pair of footprints, but they're in sooty kind of oily footprints, roughly the same size and shape of your own.
Confusion.
Yeah, that's all you find. The room is empty of everyone but Essex.
So I noticed he came back in. Do I notice him doing anything strange?
Well, he casts a spell and begins like searching around.
Well, I cast it outside the door before I opened it because I didn't want whoever it was to see me do it. So
he walks in and begins like just like patrolling the room really briefly.
Oh, there's my vape, and then I'll leave.
Okay.
I will sub-vocalize over the comms, like, what's going on?
No, nothing. Just forgot my vape. Sorry, it seemed weird.
All right. You guys continue on down through the various corridors to the main elevator section of your section. You guys are in the VIP area, so it is the swankiest area. And when you get on this grand pavilion, you can see this huge circular area. It leads down to like the main ports of like the I forget what you call that place. It's like where everyone comes in on the vessel.
The loading dock?
Not a loading dock, just a big like area. No, not a gangplank. It's just a big area where there's like check-ins and everything's like
Atrium.
The lobby? I don't know.
No lobby. Yes, it's basically a hotel lobby, but a massive one. You guys are looking out over hundreds of glass elevators that go all the way up the 2 kilometers to the top, the tippy top floor where you guys are staying nearabouts. And the fast-moving transparent elevators take you guys down to the level you need, still well above the lobby area, and put you on the right track towards the Arboretum. There's actually like little trams available for anyone who wants to get on them, and you once you show them your VIP badges, you're of course welcomed on them with no issue. In fact, they even bump some passengers to give you a ride. Some of the less celebrity passengers, of course.
My sea of visibility lasts for an hour just in case that comes up between now and then.
It does actually. You actually see people in the VIP area just sort of sneaking around. They look like journalists, to be honest with you. Like they do you actually like look at them? What like acknowledge that you can see them? Like it's pretty clear that they are under some sort of cloaking fields or invisibility spells.
I'm good. Can I do a culture check to see which one might be the grimiest?
Sure.
Oh, 23.
All right. You spot a goblin journalist. He looks like he is the tabloid variety. He's got a lot of camera equipment, and it looks like he's surreptitiously setting up like stealth cams outside the rooms of your bigger names.
Yeah, eventually I'll meander his way and not let on that I can see him. Like I'm just getting away from the crowd and I want to smoke. But I'm still kind of looking for like that, maybe the guy that could just hand them the documents on the red carpet before they get up there. Just a backup plan to have somebody else in on the videotaping this.
Okay.
I'm not telling him our plans, but I just want to get a feel for this person to see if they might be somebody we could use.
When you get close, he stops moving, like he's like trying to avoid any kind of detection at all costs.
Without looking at him directly, I'll say, this gig pay well?
Nothing. He says nothing. He's still frozen with fear, frozen with apprehension.
Look, man, I get what you're doing. And I'm not against it. In fact, I might have some more opportunities for you money-wise.
This one makes his head turn rather sharply. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You self-employed?
Freelancer, Puzzbutt.
Freelancer Puzzbutt. I think I've heard of you.
Puzzbutt is pretty famous.
We have 26 on that bluff.
Okay. He believes you.
Yeah, look, man. I'm gonna do a little mingling here today, but if you're interested in a little extra dinero before the whole main event happens, meet us at this. And have we found like a bar here yet, or
there's literally 100 bars on the vessel.
One that's between here and our room, but not the closest one to our room.
You see him smile. And he says, "Yeah, yes."
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk after the festivities here die down.
Your group's leaving you.
Not really my cup of tea, that group anyway. And I turn and I head towards the group.
Okay.
As passengers are getting bumped off in order for us, I will hand them signed headshots of Ferlingride.
Like some of them look confused. Some of them look interested, mildly interested, and one of them looks disgusted.
I'll wink at that one.
She immediately gets on her comm device, and they walk away pretty rapidly.
That's fine. I'm not pursuing it. I'm just like, hey, I'm kind of a big deal. Here. Thank you. Here.
Remember me
for your sacrifice.
In your ear, you hear, "Holy moly! Look up front!
Who do we see?
It's Face Ripper and the Face Rippers."
Oh shit!
Yeah, and you see a band loudly dressed like violent look people with violent looking instruments. They're having a kegger in the first two transport pods. You see that there is an unconscious porter that one of them is basically using as a pillow to relax on as you head off. Big gunk rock stars. The transport carries you swiftly into a side alley that is basically made to make sure the main halls are clear, and you guys are taken serenely down several layers, like a sort of a gentle roller coaster, going downward towards the base of the arboretum. And once you arrive there, you hear the loud commotion of Face Ripper and the Face Rippers getting off, and followed by the rest of the crowd. One of them has the temerity to ask for an autograph of Face Ripper, and he is immediately Sparta kicked into the sand as they go by, laughing.
He is face ripped.
I excitedly explained to my stream what just happened.
All right, you see their Face Ripper's publicist is apparently with them, going, "Here you go, kid. I have some headshots. You gonna enjoy? All right, you have a good night." Follows by them busily, and you can see that indeed you are. You guys are a massive beach blast going on around you. Huge party. There's beach sports. It feels the weather here is hot, but not like uncomfortably hot. It's humid. You can hear the surf. It feels like a real beach. And you see there's like 3 stages set up, several pop-up bars, everything's going on, and you can see the clear dividing line between guests and VIPs, where you are the direction in which you are escorted.
I will kind of let Marcus dictate where we go and just kind of be his pedestal.
All right.
For his interviews.
Okay.
Adding a little bit of oomph to his squizzy cat persona with my celebrity cadaverousness.
Okay. Getting interviews is a little bit more difficult than you thought it would be, or at least as Marcus thought it would be. Like, he is, whereas like you're a casual like person who works in the industry and is unwilling to pretend to admit that they don't know anybody, will carry you pretty far. Journalists are a little bit more on the ball.
We don't care about the journalists. We're trying to interview celebrities.
Oh no, yeah. So are the journalists. So basically there are like tents set up for where you can see celebrities milling about, waiting to be interviewed for whatever project they're promoting.
Yeah, if they're milling around, we're going to slide in there and just kind of, hey, what are you listening to? Who with Allah? Stupid question. Okay. Who are you wearing?
You get to a tent and you basically are in line behind a band. Let's see, who are you behind?
gonna let Marcus handle most of that, though.
You're in a band that Marcus identifies as Hydrostasis Cleave. He's
Okay.
like, folk rockers. Oh, God. This is going to be terrible. We're going to be here all day waiting for them.
Well, then let's go to a different area.
Wait, no. Look, he points to the interviewer in particular. He's like, no. We want to be in this line. They will interview anybody. That is the trashiest tabloid on the hyperweb. They
My ears perk up. Anybody?
like, in fact, if we can get someone to get your name in front of those people giving the interviews, we might be able to cut ahead of Hydrostasis Cleave.
Oh my God, is that Zazie Beats back here?
No, stop, come on. Yeah, it's me. Give me where's oh man, my publicist is not here with my headshots. What can I do for you? I'm just here with my good friend. You hear Marcus pitch his voice up. Ferlin Gride. He's here to help me promote my new mixtape. The crowd listens for a moment, and you get the impression that those who know are talking about it. You see a lot of frowns and some excited looks on faces.
Anyone who looks back, I will wave them a signed headshot.
You see a head poke out from the interview tents, and their eyes get big, and then you doesn't take too long after you wave your headshot at them for a person with a clipboard say, "Excuse me, sir, Mr. Gride, am I right?"
Yes, Ferlin Gride. Here's a hard copy of my headshot.
Thank you, they say, and stuck it under their clipboard.
Yes, I'll throw this away for you.
We'd like to invite you to one of our tents for an interview if you've got the time. And your cat friend.
This is Squeaky Cat. This is the audio. Squeaky Scat, the audio cat. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely. We would be happy to.
Oh, right. Are you working on a project together?
That is confidential.
Ooh, well, let us pick your brain a little bit. And you see the members of Hydrostasis Cleave with all their acoustic instruments give you guys a glowering stare as you are ushered into the tent.
I will hand each one of them a signed headshot. I just got a stack of these things.
Oh, you're the dude Princess is mad at. Well, nice knowing you, bro. Oh, the tent closes behind you.
When I cut to
you're
somebody else doing stuff real quick, I'm going to go run to the restroom.
Okay. Meanwhile, who are you guys sticking together? You two other folks whose name sorry, Mott Sirius and Zazie. Are you guys sticking together, or are you guys doing your own things?
I was hanging it pretty near Ferlin and
All right. Well,
Audio Cat.
all right. If you're part of their entourage, then you're invited along with them.
That's kind of the plan. I'm just trying to get myself in the room.
Okay. Yeah, you're just getting yourself in front of like cameras. Got it.
Yeah.
How about you, Mott?
I think now that I've got that meeting set up for afterwards, I'm just going to hang back and kind of listen, but I'm going to be a little distracted because I'm still not entirely sure what I saw in that room.
While you're hanging about, waiting for your teammates, you hear a voice over your shoulder. Hi, hello.
Turn.
Behind you is the voice, and now the man who tried to kill you a couple of months ago.
Oh, the Kreider?
Yeah, Kreider, Ambassador Kreider. Are you a member of the... Hold on, let me think about it. What's the name of that damn ship? Fool's Gambit.
No, I stopped playing with those guys about 30 years ago. I believe we put out 2 or 3 albums between. We opened up for AA Top back at the old arena on I just start mumbling about arenas I might know about.
You hear you see a skeptical look across his face as, I actually have an extensive staff looking into like this whole proceeding. They're part of my personal protective services. I gotta say, I did not expect to see you here.
Most people don't, man. I haven't played live in front of anybody. I'm not letting go of the bit.
Wonderful. Well, I believe first I want to congratulate you on living, of course, but through your concerts, through your touring schedule, he says, deciding to go with it. I'm glad your touring schedule hasn't left you dead, but I believe we have a matter that we previously discussed that I would like to clear up, if you have time. And since you're alone, maybe you can profit off it a little bit more than the rest of your former bandmates.
I'm always down to hear new gig opportunities.
Wonderful. I'll be at the Tiki Lounge over there, that purple tent. I am armed, as are my guards. Just letting you know.
A popular vest said they are never unarmed, so here we go.
Well, hope to see you soon. He looks incongruent next to everybody here, who's pretty much fashionably but casually dressed. He is wearing severe, basically formal clothing, ceremonial robes, things like that. Things that obviously represent the Presleskinar Empire. And you see he hasn't strayed too far from 2 very dangerous-looking security robots that have perched themselves in the sand near what you're guessing is his personal tent as he heads towards a place to mingle, the Tiki Pavilion.
Take a screen grab of
All right.
The robots and him.
Okay.
And I put it in a folder to where if I die, it'll send it to the rest of the party.
Okay.
And I plan to go meet this guy without telling anybody about it.
All right. Let's see. I haven't looked at the screen. Is Frake's back? There he is. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Jeff, you are
Yes.
You are monitoring. You're monitoring the cat, correct?
Yeah.
All right. You, which might have been a mistake as far as getting a lot of information, because he prefers generally to walk along the ground. Like, you're looking at what he's looking at, so the angle is very severe Dutch, looking straight up kind of thing going. But eventually, he is ushered into a tent with 2 of your other compatriots, and plop down on a stool next to Furling Gride with Zazie Beats hanging over their shoulder. And an interview is conducted. Now, we can do this role-play wise, or we can do this with a skill roll. It's up to you. What exactly are you trying to accomplish with this interview?
Honestly, I was trying to get interviews with celebrities, get in the face of celebrities, not be a celebrity being in the, being interviewed. But this is just fine because this will be, this will put our face out there as our personas.
And I'm just trying to show off my sweet moves.
All
I'm in constant motion, trying not to be too distracting, but
You're always dancing behind us.
Have a background dancer for your interview? That is cutting edge. Let me tell
Oh,
you.
you're with Jason Sudeikis from What's Up With That?
What's up with that? Just running back real slow.
So the interview is supposedly for Sweet Scat. However, they are very focused on you, Furlingride, and you get a lot of questions about your relationship with Princess and like, was there a falling out? Has this been the plan all the time? Did you really fake your own death? Yada yada yada. Like, there's a lot of probing kind of stuff going on here.
Well, I don't want to get too. I'm not the type to kiss and tell. So, I really was just wanting to introduce Squeaky Scat, the audio cat, who we have some projects in the works.
Oh yeah, he
Awesome.
says less interested.
And
but
Zazie Beats behind us.
Here for the visuals.
yeah, right.
She is our visual aspect of our troupe. But in answer to your questions, yes, there was some irreconcilable differences between Princess and I. If we want to get this out of the way, I felt that it was prudent to remove myself from the situation before it got untenable.
Was she abusive?
Oh, you really
Zazie
do
flips. And falls into Furlan's chair. So he doesn't have to answer that question.
All right. You see Marcus leap into your lap as you're in Furlan's lap. He says, "All right, so let me tell you about my new album." And then Marcus begins talking pretty eloquently, but clearly a lot of bullshit about the music he's been producing for his next big thing and how Furlan has helped out with production and of course providing some background vocals and he's a genius when it comes to supplementary beats. Let me beatbox a little. Wait, no, I'm a cat.
It's just
Furlan,
hard to pursue.
beatbox for us. That way we can show them what you're made of.
Yes. Okay.
Give me a. I guess what is it? What is the skill in Starfinder?
Culture.
No, it's something.
Bluff.
No, well, I'll let it go with bluff if you want to try and bluff a passable beatbox.
Because I'm not seeing any performance or.
It isn't performance. It's like under like profession. I think it's profession for like.
Yeah, because I've got profession dancer.
Yeah, it's a profession for like the arts and like literature and shit like that.
My profession is bounty hunter, so
Well,
I will bluff a beatbox. Holy shit.
Listen to these mad skills.
26.
Okay. You see the cat sit there with his mouth open, like
And then you take that.
Isn't he amazing? And then you see the interviewer's like, well, it's great to see you. If we could get another perhaps private interview, Mr. Gride, here's our card.
Thank you very much. I will, you do ask some probing questions, so I will have to give this a lot of thought.
Oh, we really like getting the truth out.
I feel as if, is this a gray? It's not a gray alien, is it? That I'm speaking with?
Sure, yeah, let's go with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I can tell that you and your corporation, your outfit really does enjoy the in-depth questions.
Probing.
The probing questions.
Get it?
Because your people are known for the whole butthole stuff.
Yes. Well, we've got another interview to conduct. It's a busy night. As you guys are ushered out of the tent, you hear the gray say to the other gray, who's an assistant, "All right, bring the folk act in. This is going to be horrible."
Introducing Jelly Roll.
Sitting you guys out on the beach once more. This time, however, you don't see Valgorth anywhere. So, you guys, let's cut to Valgorth. Valgorth, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm gonna go talk to that dude if it's not too early to do that. The
No, he walked right in.
He's
All right, well,
gonna
then
turn around. I'm gonna be basically behind him still, just giving that.
Fine. He gets to the tiki tent, he holds up two and he ushers you in to a private area. He pulls out a piece of equipment, a very elegantly designed, almost porcelain-looking device, and he presses the top of it, and you hear a sound dampening field pop up around you. All right. Let's cut to the chase, shall we?
Sure.
I need those codes. And I know your group was researching them, and as far as my other informants go, had found them. And now, as far as my researchers has told me, you are hanging on to them. I'm assuming you're trying to get the highest bidder out of this.
It's a bold assumption. True, but bold.
So what exactly have you been bid on? And if you don't mind, I'll pay extra to know who has bid on it.
Well, that's one of the main reasons that brings us here tonight. Some of the bidders are actually a part of the show here.
He turns out and says, I had wondered why you were here. I did not expect to see you. It's really quite surprising.
Same.
Yes. Feel free to enlighten me.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like information should go back and forth. This feels a little too one way now.
Very well. What would you like to know from me?
How much you're going to offer for these codes. That's the main thing.
Let's see. Well, backtracking you and your compatriots was difficult, and I have to say, you did an admirable job of obscuring your previous activities. However, when you burned yourself on Jeeks, it led me down a few new avenues, and I know that it cost your group at least 5 million credits to get the information. That's a bold price to pay for, let me just say, common space rabble like yourself, but don't be offended. I admire your moxie. It certainly has paid off for you. Let's say that I double your investment, and I get what I want, and you get 10 million credits of your own.
I'd say there's something about the number 12 that just feels good to me.
All right.
Not a big ass. It's just a lucky number of mine.
12 it is, then. I'll need the complete planetary code.
Mm-hmm. Now, for an additional 3, how about the names of the other bidders? That'd be 1 million per name.
1 million per name, only 3. All right. 15 seems like a reasonable exchange.
It does. Tomorrow?
Well, that certainly puts me on the back foot now that I have the advantage here in this delightful tiki bar. He takes a swig of his drink. He says, I would prefer to have you commit now.
Okay.
Wonderful. He says, all I need from you is the numbers, and I can transfer the money this instant.
I mean, 15 million's a lot. He's going to kill me, though.
That's why you send him fake numbers.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the plan anyway. Yeah. Did I actually write down these numbers? How long ago did we get these numbers?
You got these numbers in like episode 3. The numbers were 321-862.
Yeah, I'll give him.
That was
those
only some
numbers.
of it.
I'll
That
give
was
him those numbers, but in the wrong order.
He said, well, that's only half the necessary numbers for the planetary code.
Right.
Where are the other half?
I don't know. Again, this back and forth always just seems to feel better to me.
I'm gonna give them to a planet side. We can have them delivered planet side, and then we can fucking off it.
Yeah, no, the money's great. All's forgiven. 15 million. Yeah.
You see him pull a piece of technology out of his robes, and he sets it down on the table, and he begins he creates a little hollow field, and he begins swiping through several pieces of images of things, and he stops on one, and the image looks to be like a sort of like a clear bucket with a lot of technology like integrated into the top. And he said, and inside there seems to be some sort of like pink slime, transparent pink slime. He's like, "Do you know what this is?"
Do I know what that is?
Give me an engineering check, sure. Or actually medicine, if you have that.
A little bit. A 13.
13's fine. We recognize it as a top of the line emergency life preservation unit. He says, I had 10 of these aboard the vessel that I was coming to meet your corpses with when we initially encountered you. I was going to preserve your heads and then have some people look around in there. And I'm happy to say that I have similar equipment now. So whether or not I get the money, get the information from you while you're alive, doesn't ultimately matter to me. I will get it from you one way or the other, as long as your heads don't explode and whatever it takes to kill you. So please don't fuck with me today. I'm on vacation.
I mean, I was on vacation too, but a guy that tried to blow us up just showed up and tapped me on the shoulders, offered me $15 million for a set of numbers I'm obviously not going to give him.
Well.
And then I cast time loop on him.
Okay, like, what is it? Do I get a save for that?
Yeah, save DC 17. We'll save.
All right. Ooh, I rolled real low. I actually failed.
You immense a creature in a time loop of your creation. The target sees or reacts to events that no longer coincide with the current timeline, becoming confused for one round and entangled for the duration. If the target succeeds the will saving throw to ignore the time loop, they are instead off target for the duration. So they're confused for one round and entangled for six rounds. And I'm just going to grab that data pad and book it.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah, you grab the data pad. Give me a, I guess, reflex save.
Sure. Oh, fuck yeah. 18?
18. It's going to shock you. You can keep a hold of it, or you can let it go before it does.
I will keep a hold of it.
All right, take 12 damage.
Worth it.
You basically run out the tiki pavilion, holding his technology. Eventually, like shortly after you basically book it out of the way, you hear him crying out, "Ah! Ah!"
Oh my God, it's that Zazie Beetz dancing for whoever's the most popular person my character would know is famous right now.
Make a bluff check.
And it is. She's aggressively tap dancing in the face of the most famous people.
Natural one.
Oh no! Like, who's Zazie? You get a small crowd of people going, "Who's Zazie Beetz?"
Since I hadn't mentioned you, Mahogany, I would have rolled that 20. But
I am.
All right.
Tap
You,
it.
you basically run out back to your friends. You see him holding a smoking data pad.
Kreider.
He says Kreider.
I'm out of breath. What
I
about
did-
him?
I guess it's time to go.
Yep.
Let's
All
us
right.
let us remove ourselves from this beach.
All right. You guys remove yourself from the beach as quickly as possible. You see two elegant and dangerous looking security droids take gently to the air and been patrolling the beach as you guys are loading yourselves up on a tram and heading out of the way. Eventually you get back to your room. Without much incident, you actually see some people that now recognize the three of you because you've been on television recently.
Oh.
You get some waves. You get some like audible boos from one of them.
I threw your headshot away 18 times. 18 times.
I'm taking a helping hand out his headshots.
Yes.
Dancing up to people.
You hear one teen say, "I hope you die in a fire."
Jesus.
Already did.
You too, kid.
You too, kid.
Eventually, you get back to your room. Let's see. As you're filing in, make a perception check for me, Tucker.
Oh, natural 20.
All right, you
for
feel
29.
you feel a gentle brush against your leg or against your shoulder as you're heading in.
Oh, God damn it. Just out of reaction, I'm going to hit that see invisibility, or it's been more than an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit that see invisibility again.
All right. Yeah, you see freelancer Puzzbot standing there smiling. Like looks kind of tipsy. He's like, "You missed the I brought you a drink."
Oh, we were supposed to meet later
Huh?
after the party.
Oh. All right, I'll go back down.
Yeah, you should go back down.
You also noticed, while you can see invisible, there is one of his surreptitious camera pods right above your door.
No, like on the outside.
Yeah.
It's just a reach up there when he's not looking and just unplug it.
Okay. You see the invisible goblin stumbling away as you step inside. The door to the Alexander's suite closes behind you, leaving you guys with a lot to report.
Yeah.
What the hell happens?
I'll fill them in on everything except for I'm still confused about what happened at the beginning with the you said it was like the same size as my feet presses in the
Yeah,
carpet?
like you can still show. You didn't get rid of them. It's still there.
Oh, they could see that.
They can see it.
Oh,
If you point it out, we would have,
Yeah.
we wouldn't know to look there.
okay. Well, then I'll tell them everything, and I'll be like, I thought this might have been. I'll start off with these footprints. I thought might have been like maybe I popped my back weird, and some old alien LSD, space LSD, came flashing back up on me. So I didn't say anything about that. But I did see invisibly. There's nothing in the room, so I didn't think I was leaving. Grimjack's here to take any heat. But I mean, if so, at least then we would know there's something bad in here. And then I'll scoot on into and that guy that was in here is an invisible goblin called Puzz. He's a freelance journalist in case we need a scuzzy journalist to help us out future wise. And then Kreider tapped me on the shoulder, and then I'll give him the whole 411 on that. I totally never would have taken the money.
All right. You hear Marcus scoff says, "Oh man, wow. This is just you backed the wrong horse with this Puzzbutt guy. He is a blogger."
Yeah, he's the worst.
Oh,
That's what I was looking for.
he barely has 2 million subs.
Oh, is that not a lot now?
No. He's like, This guy must have spent his life savings to get here. Jeez. Although I guess his numbers are picking up. You know, we could probably promote this guy upward.
He's also already done a lot of legwork and has cameras hidden all over this place that are invisible. There's one outside our door.
All right. You don't see it. Well, yeah, you do see it right currently.
I wonder if he would allow us to tap into that feed. We can track Kryder's movements. But nevertheless, if we see him again, or if he sees us again, it's murder time. Yes?
Maybe. And then I'm going to hand Jeff Grimjacks hopefully I stole this from him. It's a tablet. It had feeds to stuff that he owns. There's got to be more information on this. Mr. Computer Guy.
He's already disconnected it from Find My iPhone.
All right. It looks like whenever you touched it, it automatically went into self-destruct mode.
No.
So a lot of the interior workings are fried. Some of it might be salvageable, but who knows? Probably not a lot.
All right. Well, it was all I could think to do at the moment.
See what we can see if we can recover anything on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make I guess a computer's use. Computers.
Okay.
You can breathe some life into this thing.
Okay. I rolled an 18 plus 16, 34.
All right. You're able to get the CPU going again, but only in a shaky way. You have very limited access to a lot of what was on here was just utterly ganked whenever the thing self-destructed. However, some of the more recent files are recoverable, and you see one of them is an itinerary where he'll be every day of the trip.
Ooh, there's something.
Nice. What does it say for the
Pull it and download it.
All right.
What
what does it say for the time of the ceremony?
For the ceremony, he says a green room is what it says.
Nothing specific.
No, it actually has a timestamp, but for presentation.
Ooh.
But it looks like once the date of the awards, he's going to be in the green room quite a while waiting for his walk on whatever celebrity politician role.
Doesn't say what award he's presenting.
Let's see.
Specifically.
I'll roll randomly to see if he bothered to make that notation. It doesn't look like he cares a whole lot about the ceremony. No, there's no notation about which award he'll be giving out. But we can find out all about that next time. Toger, please take us out.
You've been listening to Raiders of the Lark, version 2.0. This is my closeout voice. How does it sound?
Great until you started giggling.
I can't help it. I'm still laughing about the way I explain things. It was fun for me. Hope it was fun for y'all. Check us out at homebrewdetritus.com. All right, everybody.
Thank you. All right.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.